Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Alternate Systems Incorporated, ALYI. It's been about 2 weeks since I did an update on this one. Got a bunch of information to go over. Ticker is ALYI. As you can see, this trades over the counter, so you can't get this one on Robinhood. If you're looking for a different platform outside of Robinhood, I have several links in the description. Feel free to help yourself, and you can get some free stock. Otherwise, you need to trade this one on Fidelity or TD Ameritrade or any of the other major brokerages. But back to Alternate Systems. You can see what it's done here over the last month. Been kind of volatile, down to 0.042, was up at 0.082 at one time, so a 4-cent decline there. The last week, it's had a pretty good last week. It's went up a little bit, and here's kind of what it's done today. So just kind of like everything else, started high, went down and down throughout the rest of the day, basically trading kind of flat. So ALYI releases electric vehicle ecosystems, progress review with cryptocurrency and conventional financing updates. So if you don't know what this one is, it basically just told you there. It's EV, it's cryptocurrency, it's in quite a few different things. That's why I've continued to follow this one. They have electric motorcycles. I'll go ahead and link my other videos in the description, so you can watch those and get a little bit more information about alternate systems. And Dallas on April 20th today released a management update in conjunction with the recently published 2020 annual report, and engaged in the development of an EV intended to facilitate perpetual cycle of research and production for electric-powered transportation technology, to include the simultaneous evolution of transportation systems surrounding emerging EV technology. It is centered on the rollout of an annual EV symposium and trade show with an anchor brand named Electric Auto Race. And so I've been following this one for a couple months, done a couple videos on it. It's kind of interesting, and the more I study it, the more things they come out with to give it a catalyst to drive the price up. So we'll see what happens with it. The first one is 2,000 rideshare electric motorcycles in Africa. So that's kind of where they introduced the electric motorcycle prototype, and initial order of 2,000 electric motorcycles in Africa to serve the evolution of existing motorcycle taxi boda market into a full service. And they're looking to do that in Dallas as well, and I went over that on a previous video. The Revolt token, it's kind of interesting. Their electric motorcycle prototype has resulted in the introduction of the retro Revolt electric motorcycle to be sold in North America on a limited basis as part of a market awareness campaign, bringing attention to ALYI's overall strategy to make an environmental impact through the carbon emission reduction potential coming from the market-wide adoption of EVs. Sustainable operations strategy. Feel free to pause and go over that information there for yourself. This kind of goes over the Revolt token. The EV ecosystem vision inevitably requires new investment beyond the company's ability to sustain operations through coincidental service offerings. It has assessed investment to advance its EV ecosystem, in part through investment structures leverage company's common stock. And so basically they were selling stock to raise revenue, and right here's the website. Currently Revolt tokens are for sale directly from Revolt Token at www.revolttoken.com. Funds raised are dedicated to funding ALYI's EV ecosystem and providing buyers with an opportunity to participate in the EV ecosystem. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. Again, there's the revolttoken.com. You can see the website there. And this goes over 1 million raise to fund EV ecosystem. And again, you can find this on prnewswire.com. Seemingly ethereal EV ecosystem may be sheer genius with some real meat on the bone. And this is dated on the 19th, so just last week. In spite of the robust PR campaign, may just be one more modest penny stock companies out there. ALYI seems to have some serious partners that it's keeping behind the scenes, at least for now. And that's what I've kind of felt with this company. They kind of have some stuff going on in the background that really hasn't been publicized. It's just a feeling that I get when I first started looking at it, and then they really didn't have any thing in production, and then they released the Dallas information, and then got into cryptocurrency, and then the funding of the rideshare program, and so it's just been kind of interesting. So who knows what else they're working on behind the scenes that we don't know about yet. So I try to research this one as much as possible. The company has produced and demonstrated an electric motorcycle prototype and announced some contracts for the motorcycle. If they can get it produced. Somehow the electric motorcycle prototype is supposed to be a preview of their bigger electric vehicle EV ecosystem vision. On the other hand, ALYI could really have something in the works that truly amounts to an EV ecosystem that will be more clear when they are forthcoming with some business developments underway. In the meantime, they seem to be keeping under wraps. And just like I said, it seems like they're working on some things and they're just waiting to release it, so we'll see what happens here. In April 2021, Alternate System executed multiple business agreements in conjunction with a $1 million investment in Zoomcar Incorporated. Alternate purchased Zoomcar convertible preferred stock at $2.50 a share. The purchase included one warrant per share to purchase Zoomcar common stock at $2.50 per share. And here it kind of goes over the funds. Feel free to pause and go over that. There's a lot of buzz around Zoomcar. Investors in Zoomcar include the Sequoia Capital, Ford Motor Company, and Nokia Growth Partners, among others. And it also shows Google acquired a driving and traffic app, Waze. So you can see why I've been following this one. I just find this one rather interesting. They got into EVs. That's kind of what attracted me to the motorcycles. And then they got into crypto, so I became even more intrigued with the company and just kind of seeing how they're covering all the bases between EV and crypto. And so I found it very interesting. And this kind of goes over BMW Motorsports to be competing, building an EV ecosystem. And you can find all this on MarketWatch, so feel free to pause and read over if you want to read it thoroughly, or else you can go right to the source on MarketWatch. ALYI annual report discloses $1 million raise at 10 cents to fund a strategic EV expansion, dated on the 16th. So kind of some of the same information. Again, Alternate Systems, over the counter, ALYI. Confirmed the update to be released on Tuesday, April 20th. And again, this just kind of goes over the funding of the EVs, so feel free to pause and go over that. We already kind of went over that information. You can find this on Yahoo Finance. We I can click on this and see if it takes us to the video. Sometimes when I play a video on top of making a video, it doesn't play. This has just got music in the background, so there's no talking on the video. Actually played this video on another video that I made a while back, so I just sped it up a little bit. Like I said, there's no talking, but this is what the prototype looks like. So kind of plain Jane. It's kind of similar to the motorcycle that they have on their website, but that's pretty much it. So kind of interesting. Here's the Revolt token website, Alternate Systems Incorporated. I can click there and go there for a quick second. Sustainable energy storage applications. This kind of goes over the Revolt token, energy storage, military apps. Here's kind of the motorcycle, the BMW that they talked about, and as you can see, the prototype looks similar to this one. Kind of an interesting, older looking motorcycle. But that's pretty much it for their website. Again, that's ALTERNETSYSTEMSIncorporated.com. And I've went over some of that information on some of my other videos. ALYI highlights cryptocurrency and carbon credit potential in light of Tesla earnings. I found this really interesting. This is actually dated here today, again in Dallas. Today highlighted Tesla's record earnings with major contribution from carbon credit and Bitcoin sales in light of Tesla's success with carbon credits and Bitcoin. ALYI management pointed to its own carbon credit and cryptocurrency strategy. So in a way, they're kind of copying Tesla's success, which if you can get away without totally copying, more power to you. Last week I released a management update in conjunction with the recently published annual report. The update includes the latest news from ALYI's cryptocurrency finance partner on its Revolt token rollout. The Revolt token strategy includes a description of ALYI's carbon credit potential and the opportunity for Revolt token participants to benefit from ALYI carbon credit potential. Here it kind of talks about the ecosystem. Again, this is found on PR Newswire. Soon, Revolt tokens will be available for purchase via a credit card transaction. Revolt token remains eligible for purchase now prior to the cryptocurrency exchange listing. And there again is the website, revolttoken.com. Over here to Reddit, see if we can find any juicy details. Backtest, perfectly backtesting that downward trend line EMA 20 on the daily. Right now the daily MACD is crossing bullish. It's going to be a slugfest with the bears, but ALYI should win this one. Building up steam to blow through 10 cents no matter what the bashers and fake longs say. The really desperate ones like twist facts with lies. Team Diamond. Awesome Monday. 190 million shares shorted in the last 10 trading days. I think there's been a lot of shorting going on. A lot of penny stocks been shorted. At least the ones I'm watching. So over here to StockTwits, currently at 6 cents. 52-week low of not even a penny and 52-week high of 20 cents. Might be down, but Revolt token holders is up. Bullish. Great healthy consolidation today. Kind of some of the information we already went over. Tomorrow, hump day. Let's get it to $1 by the end of May. We'll have to wait and see. Wow. I don't know what to say about that one. I don't know why you'd start somebody who obviously doesn't know how to ride that close to a fence, but wow. Anyway. Bull flag, there you go, big old bull flag. But that's pretty much all that I have about alternate systems. If you have any of this one, go ahead and leave it in the comments along with your cost basis, how many shares you have. That would be interesting to know. And if you have any further information on this one, I know a lot of people watch this one, are interested in it, or bullish on it. I'm one of those, all the above. Again, if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel. And subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.